a good day, didn't blow away today. It was kind of windy this morning and all day, so we're getting closer to winter weather. So nice weekend though, so I hope everybody had a little chance to go outside and enjoy the fresh air and sunshine. So we've went into December now, new month, so our theme for this month is looking at New Year's resolutions and what kind of foods and things, why sugar's bad. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about why to avoid sugar. Now, the hidden concerns with that, and the hidden concern really is, just like salt, we throw this word sugar around all the time, and it gets kind of confusing because you'll go to even like medical people, and they'll go, nothing wrong with sugar, you do sugar in fruit and everything. Well, that's a different kind of sugar. That's sugar that's in a food sugar. Fruit sugar also is fructose, which is hard for the body to digest. To be kind of careful when you do it. We tell patients to eat fruit 2 hours away from everything else because the liver doesn't digest fructose very well. But tonight we'll be talking about processed sugar, which is sucrose, which is basically a glucose and a fructose molecule. So, and glucose the body can use real easily. That's why if you're in the hospital for something or another and they're giving you an IV to have glucose, and the body can use that for energy real easily, but fructose is hard for the body to use. So anyway, the hidden concerns, and again because it's processed, there's no minerals or nutrition in it. It's just like burning paper compared to oak logs. Where oak logs, you try to get those burning, it'll burn for a long time. That's kind of like how fat works. It's a good long-term burning process. But sugar, we were never meant to have processed sugar in our diet. I mean, until processing came along the last 100 years, whatever it was, we were never meant to have that. Sugar in food, even in sugar cane or sugar beets, that's still a food source, so it has minerals with it. But when you take it out, it actually becomes a drug, and we'll explain that. So, of course, I'm Dr. Mark, and we're here at Natural Health, where we do chiropractic and nutrition and dietary help there for patients, and been doing it now for 40 years. So the reason that is important is because it's an alternative way of looking at health. Or mainstream medicine, and again, they're do a very good job for traumas and acute things, and really important for that. And we send our patients that need that to the medical folks who do a great job on that. But for long-term things, they're using the same paradigm, emergency treatment for long-term health issues, and that's not working out very well. So you can kind of see it even with this COVID thing. They're wanting to wait till you're in really bad shape and then treat it, which is sometimes too late. So we're talking about prevention, getting the immune system better. That's again what we're going to talk about here with the sugar thing. It's all tied together. So there's 78 different names for sugar, and these are the ones that we know anyway. So we've got them here, and if you come to the office, we have these either on a list, or you can take a screenshot and copy them all down. But many of the products that are out there, talk about that when we get to the 3 tastes, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 of these names on there, and they may or may not include that in the sugar, in the added sugar part, because again, some of these, like fructose corn syrup, have sugar in the name. So can you play a name game and get away with it? Well, they do it all the time. So it's just important to realize you may be getting something that says no added sugar, or there's not a sugar word in the ingredients, but it's definitely there. It's definitely in there in a different form. And high fructose corn syrup, by the way, is one of the worst ones for the body. So something to really be aware of as processing, they know how to play this game very well now. Been doing it for decades. So sugar, as you can see here, the sugar cubes, that's just a processed sugar. And we've been led to believe, again, because of the confusion here, that you can just have sugar. I mean, it's all fine and body does with it okay. Well, again, when you take it out of food context and make it a highly concentrated, sugar-only thing without any vitamins and minerals and other cofactors and things in there, well, actually it works as a drug in the body. It's so addictive. It's more addictive than cocaine, all kind of things that we know about sugar in a processed form by itself. And again, the manufacturers know how to use that against us. The candy manufacturers, if you start eating candy, you want more, you want more, you want more. And I talk to my patients in here about the holiday schedules where we started with Halloween, big piles of candy everywhere. They sell, I don't know, truckloads and truckloads of that junk. And then you have Thanksgiving, and then Christmas and New Year's. Valentine's Day now has become a big sugar thing. And then Easter, you got Easter eggs and chocolate bunnies and all that stuff. So we got a real big a problem here in the holidays of doing that. So it's just important to try to take that into consideration. We talked about it last week as it relates to stress with the holidays. Well, this is definitely a stressor. The more of this stuff you get, and then it gives you an endorphin release as a drug would, and so you feel better on it for a little while, but then eventually you're going to crash, and your blood sugar is going to go low because insulin spikes so high. And high amounts of insulin in the body work towards cardiovascular issues, deteriorating the cardiovascular system, the endometrium, the cell lining of the blood vessels, bothering the heart. And that's where, of course, diabetes comes from. I mean, diabetes is a pretty simple thing, pretty simple to know how you got there. You eat too much sugar, and you burnt the pancreas up. So it's pretty simple. So again, different forms of sugar. I mean, there's not much worse for you than a donut. You're getting processed sugar. You're getting all kind of bad colorings, artificial colorings. You're getting, a highly processed wheat, and then it's dipped in bad fats and flash fried, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, this food's good to try to stay away from. If you have to, have some of Mom's apple pie. At least that is made with some good stuff in it. But these things you're just asking for big trouble and cavities and health problems and the kids bouncing off the wall and all that kind of stuff. So again, yeah, Mom's apple. This is. But at least that has a little bit into it. And we have a lot of recipes around here too that people can use to make foods that are kind of in the dessert arena, but don't have to be totally loaded with all kind of junk. So there are alternatives to our goofy lifestyle that everybody kind of works towards. And again, something that's sneaky like orange juice now. A lot of things, juices, if they're processed, if they're heated and pasteurized, they've ruined all the nutrition in it. So orange juice, people think that's a health drink. Well, actually, it's just kind of like orange Kool-Aid. You'll get out of it, you'll get the sugar out of it because the body can absorb sugars easily, but it can't absorb or use, the nutrition in there has been destroyed by the processing, by the concentrating, by the pasteurization of these juices. So if you can get oranges and make your own juice, that is very healthful. But if you're buying it in a can or a carton, you're just not getting what you think you're getting there. And a lot of times too, the labs, where they're getting the dietary label on the side is from the original product before they pasteurize it and ruin it. So you're not getting what you think in that kind of stuff. 146 reasons why sugar is ruining your health. And basically, we have this list here at the office too. It's kind of hard to see this, but it just looks at sugar is doing this, that, and other thing. Sugar is doing, and basically, there's just a rundown of all these degenerative diseases that we run across in our human condition. Bad vision and bad hearing, and basically, it's because refined sugar removes the nutrients the body needs to repair itself and for proper functioning of the body and the cells, because the body wants to use the minerals to digest and utilize the sugar for energy. It just likes it. And everybody likes to have more energy. So, if you use a lot of white sugar or refined sugars, you're just asking for all these degenerative conditions. And then in our world, unfortunately, again, in mainstream medicine, if you go there with a degenerative disease, you're going to come out with not dietary recommendations, other than, well, stop this or stop that, but then do you have to do it? No. And a medication to cover up the symptom you've got. So you're not fixing anything. That's why people that get diabetes just continue with it. And eventually they'll have all kind of other problems. They'll have to be on dialysis, they'll have limbs taken off because of all the problems that go along. I had some relatives of my own that wouldn't listen to me because I was a young pup. So anyway, so just important to realize there are ways of really getting your body well and staying away from all these degenerative diseases that are out there that are all nutritional problems. Even cancer is a weakened immune system chronically. The body can handle the cancer cells unless it can't because the immune system is weakened. And we're noticing this a lot now with this COVID business too coming up. There's some reasons why cancer now is coming back in a hurry. So anyway, good information. And again, we talk about sugar and salt and fats, bad fats. And this is, of course, this picture, it does have a little pink in it, so it's probably more Himalayan. So, but when we get into this next part right here, the body has a taste for these things. It has a taste for sugar, salt, and fats. Now, again, if you're getting an apple, it's a good fruit that are berries, the low sugar fruit that has the minerals and things in there. But if you're just getting processed sugar, then that's a problem. Same way with salt. Salt's very good for you as a salt, like a sea salt or Himalayan mineral salt, pink Himalayan salt. But if you're getting processed white salt, they take all the minerals out, then you're getting too much sodium chloride without the minerals, and it becomes a problem. Same way with fats. A lot of the good fats the body needs are in good foods, like even meats and things have good fats in them. But the processed oils, the seed oils, and vegetable oils are not good for the body. They don't, they just don't have the nutritional background the body needs to be healthy. They cause all kind of problems. So in our world, really the bad fats, like canola, sunflower, safflower, margarine, Crisco, all that stuff, that causes the body to be unhealthy. Same as the processed sugar, as those two are almost as bad. And the processed salt is bad too. So we want to just realize that. And again, the manufacturers, they know how to use that against us. So most processed foods have too much of one or all of these things. Because if you have a low-fat food, they take the fat out of it, well then you have to have more sugar or salt in it so it tastes like something, or we won't buy it. And so when you go to a store, you'll see that. Or if you have a sugar-free thing, well, it'll have artificial sweeteners. We don't want those either. They're even worse. But salt and fats, high fat. So again, the manufacturers know how to play this game with us and use it against us to get us to buy more of their product. They know how this works. So that's probably enough for me. I think it gives you a pretty good idea of what we're talking about here, like getting away from refined flours and refined sugars. Because refined flour basically is just, again, a pile of carbohydrates without the nutrition in it. We talk a lot about that with our patients here at Natural Health when we go through our dietary work with nutrition response testing and find out what foods that body needs and then support that body with dietary or nutritional supplements that help to heal the body and get away from chasing symptoms with more and more and more medication and work towards actually getting the body healthy. So we're here to help with that. Don't forget we have free consultations. If anybody wants to come in not knowing what we do here, welcome to come in and see. There's no torture chambers or people screaming in here. It's all good and people have to come in. So we're here to we have that available too. We have some specials going on during the month of December to get ready for the new year and help with health and weight loss, whatever else people want to work on. We're here to help with that too. So a lot of the information can be found on our website at naturalhealthquincy.com. So that information is available. Well, that's enough for me. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Chip with some more exciting information to go through. There you go.
All right. Well, thank you. So again, I think we're going to just more reiterate a lot of those different topics as Dr. Mark explained. I'm Dr. Chip. And again, pretty simple explanation there, pretty simple topic. But of course, it's very important to be aware of what sugar can do for you, or what it can do with your life there too, and really kind of like tips and tricks to help you to you would say get past this winter season with all the holidays and all that too. So like Dr. Mark explained, processed versus unprocessed, and why that's important is because like he said there too, when the food is taken out of context, meaning that when a whole foods are found in nature, they have no labels, they have all the minerals and vitamins with the food itself, and so when it's eaten that way, again unprocessed, again they are all combined in one, you'd say one system there too. So as the body is receiving that food, that nourishment. It knows exactly what to do with it, and it can, you would say, pass through in a very beneficial way. And of course, we're getting all those good vitamins and minerals to help nourish our bodies that way too. Now, process, again, going back to this part, process is again taking, it's more of that man-made way of doing things where we take the context or the food content out of the whole food. We make it to where we separate it. We take all the minerals out, or we kind of separate the minerals, vitamins, the salt, it could be anything, and the sugar. And then we put the sugar in a starchy system or a little base there too. And then we make candies, we make different cakes and all that stuff too. And again, not really good or bad things here, but again, just being aware that can be kind of hard on the body if one, it's eaten all the time throughout the year, every day, or again, if we're kind of excess those different things there too. And so again, just like when you eat a ton of sweets at once, you seem to have a big crash. And again, if over time, if we keep doing that, and that again depletes our body there too, then again that can be very stressful on different organs of our body. So again, very it's important to keep that in mind. Now going back to the unprocessed foods here, the whole foods, again, good vitamins and minerals, good for our health, our well-being, and making sure to fuel in a good way. And so again, an important thing too is that the food that we eat is fuel. And when we think about fuel, we think about, okay, what is beneficial, more beneficial for me? Is it the good whole foods here, or is it more the unprocessed sweets and all that too? And again, not saying these are good or bad, more saying is that these are good for you all the time. These are okay once in a while. And just to have that distinction there too. And again, another good unprocessed, you would say sugar or sweet there too, is honey. Again, you would say bears and all that, they go great distances and they go through a lot of different trauma, you would say, or different things to get this honey. But again, the millions, billions, trillions of bees that make the honey, all the work that they put in there, again, when you eat it, maybe it's just kind of be like, wow, this is amazing that all that was put into making honey is quite remarkable in a way. And so again, there's a lot of good vitamins and minerals, nutrients in honey that makes it a good substitute for that, you'd say, that unprocessed, or that processed sugar there too. So kind of leading off there too, I think this is actually the last one. So again, kind of short and simple for tonight. But gratification versus gratitude. Are we, the big main thing here too is, why are we eating the food? Are we eating the foods, the sweets that we kind of have throughout the holidays and all that, to get short gratification, a little pleasure, a little dopamine hit, all that? Or are we grateful for what we're eating? Are we enjoying it? Are we spending time connecting with others while eating it? Those different things can actually help our bodies able to process that food or the information there too in a good way. And so again, gratification, again, there's a lot of different things you can get with gratification. Certain drugs, all that stuff. Dr. Mark talked about cocaine and all that. All those drugs and sugar, say processed sugar, those are those gratification hits. And again, the body likes that. It's a good dopamine hit, but it's shortly lived. It's short. It's just kind of very short. So, and again, after a while, if we're using that source of gratification all the time, you'd say throughout the year or throughout our lives, then again, you'd say kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul there. And we're actually taxing our body. We're putting too much stress, and now it has to recover in a way. So again, the short-term game is not the good game. The gratitude area is where we're actually being grateful for different things, and we're able to help ourselves feel grateful and enjoy the foods that we're eating. And so a lot of times too is that even throughout the winter months, the holidays, people are stressed, and they're eating based on their overall stress level. So when our body is unbalanced in a way, then we'll go for those short-term gains. again, those sugary sweets, those fat, certain snacks and fatty foods, all that too, that can be very quick because the body really wants to make that gratification hit quick, so that of calmness. But again, that's short-lived, that's temporary. And again, those are okay for a while, and those are okay for things. But again, the long-term way is gratitude. If we're able to find that state before we're eating, again, like people who are grateful for eating meals, or before they eat a meal, they'll have a prayer or anything like that. That's again more of gratitude. And again, when we're able to take time before we're eating, you'd say breathing, all that, and then again, just kind of seeing why the holidays are special, rather than what we're trying to get out of it. More of what is it giving, or what is that we're giving others, and why is it there in the first place there too. And so again, gratitude is more of connecting with people and being more of you'd say a more of appreciation for not only other people, your family, friends, but the food that we're eating is very beneficial, and again is very important for your overall health. So I think I'm going to end it with that. Again, you can always follow us at Natural Health Quincy IL at Facebook, Instagram, Parler, Brighteon, YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, Dr. Mark Holtschlag at GAD here. And then you can subscribe to our email list. naturalhealthquincy.com is our website. And again, the email list and the website, those both include very good recipes and everything to help you, have less, you would say, sugary-based foods or meals or desserts, and that you can actually enjoy the good foods and, again, help that in a nutrition way to help you with your overall health. We're located at 2000 Jefferson Street in Quincy, Illinois, and the number is 217-228-2040. So again, thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you found some good insight as we head on into the December month and the colder weather and the holiday seasons, and just again looking forward to sharing some good time with good friends and family. So have a good one, and thank you very much.